The knockout round are an opportunity for particularly trainees, predominantly in basic science, to present their data in a very short and focused fashion. So they have one slide and 3 minutes to try and convey their research, but not just to tell us about the research, to actually put it in the bigger context of what it means, that research, and also to get it across to a general lay audience. I think this event has been a great success. It really has been a fun thing to do and a fun thing to judge. But you can tell by the audience participation how much they really enjoyed being part of this, because not only are the presenters showing the data, the audience get a chance to vote. So there was a people's choice in addition to the choice of the judges.
So I think it gets people excited about the research that we do, that it's meant for the lay public, and we present our research so it's broadly applicable, and it's not only endocrinologists looking at endocrine research and being interested in it, but just to get our message across in general.
I think it was one of the most challenging talks I've ever given. I'm happy that I was able to communicate, the clinical and translational significance of my project in a way that was meaningful to scientific experts.
I study a very rare lung disease called lymphangioliomyomatosis, or you can simply call it LAM. And I was discussing the role of estrogen in promoting this disease. This disease is very rare, so spreading awareness is as important as doing research on it. So it makes me really happy that at least I was able to do that today.
I focus mostly on obesity, and I try to see if there's any ways that we can prevent obesity. So my topic focuses on skeletal muscle, and with obesity there's a lot of skeletal muscle loss. So my research is really how to limit that loss and see if we can improve how muscle works, and that not only improves just your overall health, but it can also limit obesity through some mechanisms.
The premise is really that there are no preventative drug treatments to date for post-traumatic stress disorder, despite its prevalence. 1 in 4 veterans of the recent wars in Iraq and Afghanistan has a diagnosis of PTSD. So we know that chronic psychological stress, which is the kind of stress that most of us humans today are under, serves as a risk factor for accelerating the progression from trauma exposure to post-traumatic stress disorder, but we don't know how that happens. So my work looked into the hormone ghrelin, and it's actually involved in stress-induced fear, because I had 3 minutes to explain a very molecularly complex project to a community of scientists and non-scientists. So I think for me personally, it was an awesome growth experience. And for the audience, I think it's really important when complicated science is communicated in a way that links it to a health outcome, because that just shows, why are we in the laboratory? We're not just running random experiments, we're running experiments that can directly benefit, anyone in the audience, really.
So I think what's really impressive was the standard with which the presentations were made. They really managed to convey some, at times, very complex concepts in a very clear and easy to understand fashion. So I think they really need to be congratulated on how they've managed that.